The making of a eunuch. Prince Harry is looking more like a little bitch every day.
Yeah, that's a great headline.
I made that one up. Thank you.
What is this actually about?
Okay, so yeah, so the real headline is Prince Harry says he called his therapist after a furious bust up with his brother. So they had some, like, this was
the book is coming out.
Yeah,
it's being leaked to the press. Parts of it.
Spare. The book is called.
Yes, online there was the meme going around that was like, "Spare me,
spare me my life." Spare me my life.
So one of the stories was that they got into a scuffle and Prince William punched Prince Harry and he fell and then he landed on the dog bowl and he got cuts and bruises from the dog bowl that broke when he landed on it. Like, wasn't Harry in the army, first of all?
Yeah.
I guess he was like, he punched him and then he was like, hit me back. And Harry was like, I'm not going to hit you back. And
great reenactment.
I'm not gonna hit you back. And he like said something about his necklace. So Harry's necklace was trending for a while.
Harry's necklace broke in the scuffle.
Yeah, it was one of the Queen's pearl necklaces. And it wasn't a dog bowl. It was the bowl that Meghan makes Harry eat out of.
Oh.
But this is why we have Andrew Tate, because of bitch-ass pussies like this.
I am literally the world's first trillionaire, Elon.
We have, and I know people will say, oh, he's defending his wife. But again, people are blinded by narcissistic sociopaths because they're in tribes. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like two sides of the spectrum. You have this eunuch who gave up his guns and his family. And then you have this incel pimp who human traffics women on the other side, really feeding off of that.
Yeah. Eunuch energy.
Eunuch energy. We're really back in prime form for the year, I see. These two have turned into the walking National Enquirer. And unfortunately, it's the only way they know how to make money now, is to just like drop some dirt about the royal family themselves and then act like they were victims and then rake in the cash. They're just like milking that sweet, sweet victim tit for as long as they can. And then they were blaming Catherine and William for when.
Are we calling Kate Catherine now?
I don't know. She's a queen now.
That's her. Well, she's not a queen yet.
She's almost a queen. They were blaming them for him wearing his Nazi costume.
Right. And that's initially what caused like the hard feelings, and the beginning of the rift was Harry felt like they like left him out to dry.
It's not like they made him wear the Nazi costume. Apparently he had two options and then asked them for their opinion. And one was the Nazi costume and the other was, I know you're thinking, what could be worse than that? It's even worse because it was a pilot.
Right. Before we knew what the other costume was, we were like, what was the other costume?
To be clear, it was a Nazi pilot. No, so he went and said, hey guys, should I be a pilot or a Nazi? And they were like, go with the Nazi. So maybe they were trying to, undermine Harry. I just love that that's a question you even need to ask.
And you can't, and then you agree and put on a Nazi costume.
Like they were probably like, go with the Nazi. Kidding. Sarcastically.
He's like, oh, okay.
We were like, what was the other costume?
What was it? Like KKK? Right. White Hood?
It's like actually Hitler versus just a Nazi?
Someone in the writer's room was like, blackface? We were like looking for it. It's like a pilot. We were like dying laughing. I'm like, what? A Nazi pilot. I love that we're supposed to feel sorry for freaking... Yeah, the name Spare is obviously after, like, he's the spare heir. And... we're supposed to feel sorry for Harry, who's the second in line to be the king of England.
Uh-huh.
Lettuce is $7. He lives in a mansion in Montecito. We're supposed to be like, poor Harry. Poor Harry.
He's had such a hard time.
Look, he has had a hard time. So have all of us. All right, Harry? You eunuch. You used to be so cool when we partied adjacently.
In your Nazi costume.
Hey, I wasn't there when Harry had his Nazi costume on.
I know. He's like a combat veteran. What the fuck is he doing?
I don't know. It's so sad. It's really sad to watch. Never trust a ginger. They have no souls.
You're not God.
No one should give them any attention. And certainly not any money, you absolute fools.
I know.
They're taking your money, your poor ass who's sitting in some janky ass apartment somewhere, drinking your wine out of a box all alone. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to spend money on these two whiners.